I and the Father are one. Not me and the Father are one. I. Which is what I experience now. I. And it's constantly brand new and fresh. I. Fresh I.
Yeah, Ramana Maharshi calls it I, because to distinguish it from I, because he said the I is time limited, but this I is something that's continuous, like it's got no break.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah, you know. There's something that's been with you your whole life that has never changed. That has never changed throughout your whole life is your experience of your own beingness. It's never changed. Not one bit. It doesn't change. Everything else changes. The experience of your beingness now is the exact same experience of beingness that you had when you were 10 years of age. The beingness doesn't change.
Terry, for those that are like me in my mid-50s, doesn't it feel like the beingness got stuck in the early 40s, late 30s? I mean, you can go, you can be 80 and still feel as if it sort of got stuck somewhere in your mid-40s or late 30s. Don't you feel that there's a sort of, well, maybe I'm saying nonsense, but it's the sense is that your body continues to grow older, yet that beingness is still young. It doesn't seem to follow the deterioration of the body.
Doesn't change.
Unless you've got Alzheimer's, perhaps, I don't know. But the sense is that it doesn't grow together with the body. Unless you're very, very identified with the body, in which case you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, "Oh, I'm growing old." But for me, I mean, I don't feel I'm nearly 55. I just feel I can't really pinpoint an age, but I do have that sense that I'm not, the inner being isn't growing in age.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that being that I'm referring to is what if I use Rohan's description, is what the I is. Non-dual, doesn't change, never alters. And that's your being. So you don't disappear. Just the storying and the illusion around everything. It's just the mind that drops away. That's all. It's seen for what it is. Literally, it's just seen for what it is. A great, amazing, creative storyteller. Amazingly creative, unbelievably creative. It's magnificent.
I like what somebody shared on Facebook. I don't know who it was. It's read only. You know, you've got read only memory. Actually, it's read only.
Yeah.
So you're doing it.
Yeah. I like that. That's good. Yeah. 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 It's not a big leap. It's not a big shift, you know, to the me is not the beingness. The me is being created and made up all in the mind. All of it. Any resistance, it's the mind resisting itself. Any inner chattering that may be going on, it's the mind chatting to itself. Clearly, that's crystal clear. Like, it's crystal clear. There's like a natural, when you've kind of been, you know, looking at this long enough, there's just a natural shift that happens out of it. And it's just fully seen for what it is and how it operates and what it creates and so on and so forth. And that it's in conflict with itself and it's talking to itself. That's all that's happening. That's can so clearly be seen. Now, there's something else that sees that other than the mind. There's something else that becomes aware of that other than the mind or other than the me. Because the me is the mind. Only. There's no entity here that's a me. It's all just being created. The whole thing is being created. And the only thing that can fully, finally see that is the beingness, is the awareness, is that you actually are. That you actually are. That knows the truth. That is the truth. That is here. That is seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling. That is aware. That is conscious. That, and it's your direct experience. All of that is your direct experience. Direct. And it's that sees that. And that's the truth. And the truth will set you free from that. Just the plain old simple truth. What's actually really happening here? What's really happening? Oh my God, like it's so obvious. It's so insanely obvious. How we miss it when we're missing it is beyond me. Because it's so obvious. I missed it. I fucking put my hand up. I missed it. But how we, like when you see it, how we missed it is staggering.